Hey Jeff, you don't need to go on a diet. You don't know me. Fat shaming. It's been in the media a lot lately. Bill Maher had a little segment on fat shaming, saying that people need to be shamed a little more and maybe they'll actually lose the weight. And then James Corden had to come in with his 2 cents. So there's 2 ways to look at this. You got the skinny guy saying, you know, people need to be shamed a little bit more. And then you got the fat guy saying, you know, we shouldn't shame people, let's just be nice to everyone. And I get it, I get both sides. Do you know why I get both sides? It's because I've been on both sides. Dieting, fat shaming, that's what we're here to talk about today. Let's start at the beginning. My earliest memory of being worried about my weight was probably 6th grade. I remember my mom sitting on the foot of my bed and me telling her I didn't want to go to this pool party because I didn't want to take my shirt off because people were gonna call me fat. That was in 6th grade. Now I wasn't even that big then, but you know, I was going through that phase that little boys go through. Then all through high school, I was a little bit concerned about it. And you know, I just wouldn't go to places where I had to take my shirt off again, because I think I carried it well. And it never really looked like I was the fat guy until I got to college. I remember freshman year, people warning me about the freshman 15. I think I went into college at around 200 pounds. And a couple months in, I'm like, I'm doing my own laundry. All my pants are shrinking. Freshman year, sophomore year, I got really big. And then junior year, I hit an all-time high. When I moved off campus, it was like unlimited pizza and beer just about every single night, and the weight really started coming on. I remember saying to my brother, I'm like, Mick, there's something wrong with me. I got veins popping out all over the place, and I showed him, and he's like, yeah, you should go talk to mom about that. So all concerned, I went home for a weekend a couple weeks later, and I said, Mom, I gotta show you something. So I showed her, and she's like, those aren't veins, those are stretch marks. Well, that was it. That was it. Because for years I didn't look at myself, and I really didn't know how bad it had gotten. And I remember weighing in, it was right around Christmas time, I remember weighing in, and I was like 261 pounds at that point. I've been there. I've been on the heavy side, I've been on the light side. I've been as heavy as 260 pounds. I've been as light as 160 pounds. I weighed in today, I was 184.3. I still step on that scale, I still look in the mirror, and I still think you need to lose some weight. So, fat shaming. Here's my take on it. I don't know many fat people that are good with it. You know, some people will come up with excuses. Yeah, I got that dad bod going, or I'm not fat and big boned. And that was my thing for a long time. I thought I'm just naturally a big guy. Now, I've been on a number of diets over the years. The abs diet. Then I did the 1 meal a day. And for the course of a month, I only dropped 15 pounds. But I looked so much better. These are my tips. For me, it starts with beverages. Number 1, I drink black coffee. I drink water. I drink Diet Pop. That way I know I get 0 calories from my beverages. So now we're gonna talk about food. A calorie tracker, like MyFitnessPal, is a good way to keep track of how much you're eating so that you don't overeat. And you'd be amazed how many calories are in things that you think aren't that bad. You know, I used to get like a 10-pack of Timbits. Think, that's nothing, like it's like 1 donut. A 10-pack of Timbits is about 900 calories, okay? If you're craving something sweet, just get the donut. I think a chocolate dip is 190. Be aware of what you're putting in. The third most important thing that I can tell you need to do is exercise. Now people are thinking, oh Jeff, you're a marathon runner. Yeah, I did run a marathon in 2012, but I am not a marathon runner anymore. I go, 4 miles is about my max. And that wasn't a natural gift. I'm not naturally gifted to run either. I was the slowest kid in my class. Another key to keeping the weight off is make sure you weigh yourself at least once a week. And I recommend only weighing in once a week, because otherwise you're gonna get paranoid about it. Well, yesterday I was 182, today I'm 184, what did I do? How many times have you done this? Because I know I've done it before in my life. I've gone years without weighing myself, and you think, yeah, I'm right around 200, and you step on the scale and you're 220. I started editing this thing, you can see it's later, and it just felt like it was all over the place, so I'm giving myself 1 minute to wrap this up and try to make some sense of it all. I'm at 12 seconds now. No cuts, no edits. I started editing this and like, what is this? First you talk about fat shaming, then you give this big long confessional in your life story about your weight, and then you start giving diet
Come on,
tips.
what are you
Basically
waiting
what
for?
I'm trying to say through all of this is that they're both right. Both Bill Maher and James Corden, they're both right. Sometimes people need to hear it before they're gonna do anything about it. And then James Corden says that, you know, shaming is not the right approach. Shaming is never the right approach. 50 seconds. You shouldn't shame people. You should tell them with sincerity and with love. That's my rant. Wasn't much of a rant. Man, you got issues.